Hey everyone, it's Robert Ridpath, author of TLC for the Body, Mind, and Soul, and the founder of Health Synergy. I have a question for you today. Can you hear it? Can you hear the buildup, the collective deep breath, the collective sound as the masses as we approach the start of the new year, and the buildup of the hopes and the dreams to get rid of bad habits at the start of the new year and to become that newer person we dream about? And now, can you unfortunately hear the collective, exhaustive breath of deflation as we lapse to our commitment to the resolution? We find reasons not to stick to them. This destroys our self-trust and our motivation to try again. It leads to unfulfillment and dissatisfaction with life. So in this short video, you can discover how we can fulfill our resolutions and have more joy, more fun, and more fulfillment in our lives with a greater sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. Sound good? So you can learn how to get obtainable and sustainable resolutions. So why do many not fulfill their resolutions? First of all, do really want to get rid of these habits. They often can give us short-term pleasure and feel-good feelings, and we don't have to fight inertia or change, right? Or fight the risk of not making a change in case we fail. Many feel they get more pleasure from the habit or behavior than they would from adopting a better lifestyle. And short-term, that may be true. And they see this as more important than what they might get if they actually adopted and incorporated the new behavior or habit into their lifestyle. And for some, the pain of change may hold some back. Thus, they don't get what they truly want out of life. For others, they don't have the motivation to make the change. It's not important enough to make the change. Simply put, they don't have a big enough why. I want to assume you want something better in your life, right? More fun, more joy, better health, better relationships, more money, and maybe you want a deeper sense of satisfaction and fulfillment with peace of mind. And I'm also going to assume that you want to change to improve in a new behavior that's attainable and sustainable, something that's doable. Maybe you also want the good feelings, the feelings of accomplishment, strength and pride as we adopt them, the positive feelings of self-trust we get to grow and learn. It's about filling our life with more of the positives and less of the negatives, right? So the question is, how do you improve the quality of your life? The quality of your life is based on the feelings or experiences that you have on a consistent basis. And most only have these feelings sporadically or every once in a while. They don't have the positive feelings on an ongoing basis. Look, if you can't make your dreams or goals happen, how unfulfilling and disappointing is that? Instead of getting better as we age, we become bitter. Look, you must understand the focus is not in setting a goal. That's easy. You need a system, a support mechanism that keeps you on track and gets you back on track when you falter. You need a system that guides and helps you make it happen. So it's taking you from the idea of a resolution, which is a goal, to the idea of a new solution, which is obtainable and sustainable. That increases the quality of your life. One thing I know for sure, there are only two things that change your life. Either something new comes into your life or something new comes from within you. You decide to demonstrate a higher level of motivation and personal power. So let's talk about what you need to have a viable solution that is attainable and sustainable. So let's look at what you need. Emotion. Have you heard the saying, people buy what they want, not what they need? Well, most people make emotional choices, not logical ones. You will rarely make a lasting decision based on logic. You know that. You need a deeper emotional reason for your why you want this change in your life and why you want to maintain the change. So how big is your why? So as a task, write down all the negatives associated with this behavior you want to change and really stir the pot. How are you going to feel? How How's it going to affect others? How's it going to affect your health, your relationships, your job, your career, and so on? So really dig deep for some negative reasons that really stir some emotion, right? And you also want to associate negative feelings to this behavior. Next, think about all the positives that will come from this new behavior. And very importantly, surface all the great positive emotions and feelings you're going to have. Basically, you want to develop a bigger why and link obtaining this with lots of emotions. Push away from the negative and towards the positive. Now, for clarity and focus, you need to know in exact detail what you want. Real simple here. You get what you focus on, and what you focus on expands. So how can you win or score if you don't know where the goalpost or the finish line is? So what is your goalpost? What's the finish line? What is the result that you want to achieve? And how are you going to measure this? You see, where energy goes, results happen. So as a task, what is it that you want? Write it down in really clear details. What has to happen to be in place and so on for you to feel like you gotta win? Also, write down how you will feel when you follow through and obtain it. Nice, eh? This will be helpful for when you lose your focus and get distracted, and it's gonna happen. Know your values. This makes life so much easier when you know what it is you want. Just ask yourself, will this take me closer to my goal or away from my goal? If not, don't do it. If it does, jump on it right away. For accountability, you have to be accountable to yourself, but many don't. They don't have the self-trust that they will actually follow through and complete the goal. They have set so many goals and have set so many plans, and because they don't have a system to follow through that makes it happen, they don't hit their goals, they don't hit their dreams, they forget their dreams now. Their passion dies and life becomes boring and unfulfilled. Life isn't boring, you are. So change, rekindle the passion, get the fire going again. It's never too late. Like most of us, you'll do it better, and that's why coaching is so powerful. That's why when you tell a friend you'll show up at some place to work out, you do it. Now, sometimes you need an outside perspective of yourself, someone who sees something greater in you that maybe you don't do in yourself. And I can help hold you to a new standard. I want to show you a new way and hold you accountable. I want to demand a higher level of performance and commitment to help you reignite this inner flame, the passion, to help you make that dream or goal happen and come alive. I want to help you make progress and raise your standard. You don't have to be perfect, but you do need to make progress to have those wonderful feelings of accomplishment. You need to learn and grow. That's what life is all about. So as a task, get a coach or a mentor and get accountable, or find somebody who you can buddy up with to achieve the same goals. Get their commitment to give yours to them to achieving this goal. Now, number 4, you need a plan. Just like you need clarity in high definition to make a goal a reality, you need a very clear plan. As the saying goes, many who fail to plan to fail. Write your plan out in detail and work your plan. So as a task, brainstorm and have fun with this. Focus on one goal for the moment and write it down. And write down 7 things you could do to obtain it right now. Now prioritize that list. Then, for each step, write out 7 things you need to do to make that step happen. Prioritize them. Now you have a prioritized 49-step plan to obtain your goal. Now take action. Do one thing on that list right now, however small. Start the process and get momentum. And do the same tomorrow. Make it happen. Consistently fulfilling these small goals builds your confidence and momentum. They call it small wins, and it sets you up to win. 5, reality and persistence. As stated earlier, setting a goal is easy, but how realistic is it? And how much time, how much energy, how much effort, and how much financial investment are you willing to put into obtaining your goal? Big, lofty goals that really make you stretch are great. However, an excessively ambitious goal may be setting yourself up to fail. Remember, shoot for the stars and you may end up hitting the moon. That's what Les Brown said. So as a task, write out the exact amount of time you'll spend each day working towards your goal. Now, do the same for the amount of energy, the effort, and your financial commitment, and start making this happen. Work your plan. Number 6, contingencies, or plan B. You're going to need a plan B when and in case you get off track. You should practice or rehearse what to do when you're challenged or something comes up, right? Stuff happens, you know that. I'll be providing further trainings as a resource to help you with this. So as a task for this one, list some of the possible realistic things, the stuff that could happen to prevent you from achieving this goal. Now be realistic here. An earthquake may happen, but it isn't likely. If it's raining outside and you're going to go exercise, do you have a raincoat or one of those Gore-Tex shells ready? If the traffic's bad when you get home, is your stuff set out? Is 20 minutes better than 30 minutes? Set yourself up to win and plan for challenges and for when stuff gets in your way. Remember, obstacles are not stop signs. They're there to help you refocus and recommit to your solution and your goal. Number 7, reminders. So, you're going to forget why you're making these better choices and seeking solutions. You're going to get distracted and you're going to need reminders, right? This is more accountability, and these can happen via phone calls, email, post-it notes, a physical test, face-to-face communication with somebody. So as a task, write up your goal and use post-it notes to put them in key areas. Set your day timer and calendar with reminders. Sign up for weekly newsletters that are motivating and inspiring. How about put up pictures of people doing what you want to have and having what you want? This works well with pictures you find emotionally charged and inspirational. Surround yourself with other like-minded people who will reinforce your choices and your actions. Number 8 is forgiveness and flexibility. Look, be easy on yourself. You're going to make mistakes and screw up. You're going to forget things, and basically, this is going to happen every now and then. That's life. So don't be so hard on yourself. Get back on the horse and get back at it. Have the flexibility to change your plans. Be adaptable. Sometimes you'll just need to go with the flow. Without flexibility, you're going to be overly stressed. You're going to stress yourself out and cause yourself unnecessary pain and frustration. And this will add undue burden that you don't need. So become more flexible and forgiving. Commitment. Number 9. You may need to find a new level of commitment, one like you've never had before. Do you truly understand the level of commitment required? Do you need an example or someone to emulate? Hang out with like-minded people and tap into their good energy. See what it really takes to make it happen. See, you can't have everything in life, so focusing on your goal and make it a higher priority. Without commitment, you'll never really put your heart into it, and you won't get what you want. You'll lose self-trust, and life will become much more frustrating and full of disappointment. So as a task, if you're unfamiliar with this, find a mentor, someone who has the results you want, and ask them for help. Emulate someone who has the results you want. Get a coach. You got to tap into the people around you, tap into your imagination, and clearly visualize this. This is where having a bigger why comes into place. By following the other steps, your commitment will become much higher and easier. So number 10. Celebration. This is one of the most forgotten and overlooked aspects of having a sustainable solution. You must celebrate your achievements and victories. Don't you work hard for them? Haven't you sacrificed? Don't you deserve a win? Of course. So celebrate. So as a task, this is fun. Every time you do something that you feel is important, make a fist and do a fist pump and yell, yes! Get your whole body into it. And if you're in a public place and feel, a little bit self-conscious, just do this under your breath. Just a little, yeah, right? Further, do this with your 49-step plan. Each step, do something to celebrate and acknowledge that you put out the effort and deserve some good feelings. As a double bonus, help others with this and you get to double dip on the good vibes. If you see somebody doing something good or achieving something above them, reach out and give them a high five, right? By the way, If it's a lame celebration, don't accept it, right? Call them on it and redo it. And this time, put the passion into it. I want to help transform you into your truest, most authentic, and best self so you can lead a life of passion with purpose and direction and mission. You deserve to be fulfilled with satisfaction and peace of mind. You won't get that by settling resolutions. However, you will get there by shifting your mindset from resolutions into solutions that are obtainable and sustainable.